Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Saiyan here. I'm coming at you with a Dragonball CCG deck profile. Um, I've bounced the idea originally off um SSJ Future Gohan on the YouTube. This is a unique alien deck that I've created after watching your profile, bro. Shout out to you, man. You've done a lot to keep this game alive, and I hope you're gonna come back eventually with some sort of new sort of decks because I really like your videos and I hope you're gonna keep going for it, and especially with the recent events that we got new Dragon Ball movies coming out, and we're gonna have a new series as well this summer. I think this is probably one of the best times to come around again and start reviewing some decks and whatnot. Just trying to keep the Bandai game alive because I loved it. I've been collecting these cards for so far, like so far back in the time. I've been always going for it, and especially that collecting it in the UK is quite difficult because you got to order cards from the States, and it's quite heavily costed and whatnot. But hey, it's all worth it. So anyway, here goes my profile. Basically, the idea of this deck is to allow fusion into Majin Buu, Gogeta, and Vegito as well, depending what you need. Um, but without any further ado, let's go through the deck. Starting with turn zeros, I got 3 Goku. One is a Holo and one is a Chibi Goku. Pretty sweet. It was pretty hard to get as well. 2 Zunama. It's Zunama. You know what it is. Pretty good turn zero. I got 1 King Code basically just to search out cooler that I got in the deck and also heal cooler. It's a pretty good, pretty standard turn zero for an alien build, so there's 2 of them. And then I went for 2 Old Kais. Old Kai is good for support, and of course you got I run 2 Dr. Velos because that's the main draw engine in the deck. So with Old Kai I can recycle the cards. Turn ones I got 2 Kogu. Um, it works pretty sweet with the 2 Bujin that I have in here as well. Basically, if you got Kogu and Bujin together, they come out as a pretty standard 16 power on turn 2. And also if you then use them as support for teams later on, then Kugo doesn't count towards the team because he's got Ally Bojack's gang. And Bujin is just a brilliant card. He's got backup. You can basically just get rid of an event or a technique every single turn from your opponent's chi area, so you're basically slimming out their chi, and also it gives that -1/-1, which can be crucial at some times. So it's a pretty sweet card. Then I got Dr. Relo, which I mentioned before. He's the main draw engine of the deck. He's got Plunder. He's got that brilliant draw engine. You may have to discard a card, but you recycle it with Old Kai. I haven't got any tools in the deck, but it's got its place in here. So I'm not gonna diverse. Dr. Real has to be here. Now my next choice for turn threes is I'm running 1 Broly. I only recently got Broly, and I was hoping to get a Broly for actually a long time. He's just a brilliant card. Turn 3, no chi cost, a 6/0, 4/0 on turn 3 is very rare to get in the game, and you get that +1 if he battles against Saiyans, which is obviously awesome. Toughness, Fierce 1 is just an all-around good card, and I think it fits the bill into this deck. And I'm really not even thinking of taking him out because he's got his place in here. Then I got 2 turn 4 Boos. Basically for the support, and he can protect your warriors, also backup, which is great. The other turn 4s that I run are 2 Cooler, so basically turn 4 is all about support. Cooler, enough said. Third form, he's an amazing card. Turn 5s, I got 2 set 5 Super Saiyan Vegeta. Again, you know what it does, it's the bomb. Then the other 2 turn 5s that are on are 2 Turtles. Shout out to you, Future Gohan, man. This card is absolutely epic. I looked at your Bojack's deck build, and it totally got me away. It totally makes sense. This card was meant to be used with Cold Legacy, because I already have like a lot of fierce in this deck, bringing out the cold legacies that I'm gonna get to in a minute. They're just awesome with turtles. As soon as you send him out to attack or defend, he's gonna basically just do uh, just discard a card from your opponent's plan, which is absolutely brilliant. And then you got a 6040 or for a 1 chi cost, it's just there. You have to run it. And then coming down to turn 6, I got 2 Kid Boos. Obviously, Kid Boo, best non-fusion card, so he's right in here. That's for the characters. Then you would obviously start out with 1 Dignity of the Conqueror, because it's been said many times. 39 cards and 1 DOTC. Booyah. Then I run 2 Expanding Vibration. I didn't feel the need to run 3 of these because, well, first of all, I only have 2, funny enough. But anyway, it gets kind of like outlabbed, once you pass turn 4. Many of the big technique cards like um, Super Dragon Fist or even Super Kamehameha, if anybody's running it, or even like a Final Flash. Even with the set 5, Vegeta is still gonna have a turn cost of 5 if you play it. But I think anyway, it goes for printed turn cost. I'm not sure. I digress on that. But I felt that like maybe the first, the third slot should be a roar. Because by the time you get to turn 5, you're probably gonna be recycling your cards anyway. If you haven't got it, you can search for it with Vegeta. And I thought like just having 2 Expanding Vibrations and then having 1 roar was really gonna be a lot more flexible. Anyway, enough said about that. Then I got 3 Evil Cannon, just a staple in villain. In unique. Obviously the deck is pump heavy as well. Then you would have 3 Powerful Heritage. Again, it's just a bomb, especially like you got turn 3 Broly in there. You shoot a Powerful Heritage with him. That he's on his own. He's a 12 with Powerful Heritage, and it's practically unblockable. Pretty sweet. Then obviously running Boos, you gotta have threat multiplied. I got 2 in here. I don't think 3 would be necessary, but obviously depending from your build, you can change that. And then for the end, I got 3 Cold Legacies. Again, like I said before, it's just brilliant. You get turtles out, you search for your Cold Legacy. You can stack them up, and you can give Fierce 2s to every single warriors. Looking at the deck, you got Kid Buu with Fierce. You got Cooler with Fierce 1. You also have Broly with Fierce. So there's plenty high like heavy hitters coming out with Fierce, and then even the support warriors. You give them Fierce. You're just gonna burn your opponent's deck out. Not to mention, as soon as you get to 10 plus cards in your opponent's discard pile, is gonna be +1/+1. And even though if he's running like an old Kai or anything, he's probably not gonna be able to recycle all those cards, except like if your opponent is gonna have like a wish and like to. I think there's a wish that recycles all the cards, but again, I'm not sure about that. Anyway, this is for the build. Fusion deck obviously consists of a Majin Buu. I only have 1 of him, so that's as much as I run. I got 2 Vegetos in here, because why not? And obviously running 2 Gogetas, because Gogeta is the bomb. Yeah, he just rocks. And coming down to wishes, I run 1 Revival of the Earth, 1 Upa's Wish, and 1 Emperor Pilaf's Wish. I've just been recently eyeing with Regaining the Power, and at the moment I actually feel like I would probably swap Emperor Pilaf's Wish for Regaining the Power, because you give your main warrior Thrash 3 in the action phase. That's just, I think it's just a lot more funky than removing 3 of your planet damages. What if you haven't got any? Then this is a completely dead wish anyway. Yeah, this is rather you can shuffle all your cards back from the discard pile anyway. So I'm really thinking of getting Regaining the Power and replace Emperor Pilaf's Wish with it. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe, rate, and comment. Let me know how it was, maybe what I should change. And most importantly, support the game. So peace out, YouTube. Take care.